Hi guys, I'm Carla, and today we're going to be talking about the cons of working in a fast food restaurant. This is just in terms of working there and like what you have to deal with in terms of the company and the requirements. Not much of dealing with the customers or anything. This is just like the main stuff. So let's get started. For the first one we're going to talk about is the times. For drive-through, the time is supposed to be for us 3 minutes and 30 seconds from the moment you drive in to the time you get your food. So even if you're waiting there and you're like you don't know what to get, that still starts. So it goes all the way till the time you get your money, your change, and then your food. And for lobby, the time is 4 minutes, and the reason for 4 minutes is because since drive-through is supposed to be faster, they'll sometimes make drive-throughs orders first, then they'll make lobby. So that's why it's 4 minutes. It's not that much of a difference, 30 seconds, but for a drive-through it means a lot. The secret shopper, the health department, and the company inspection, those are things that every fast food restaurant franchise place has to deal with. Secret shopper is a person who comes twice a month, around every 2 weeks, and you don't know who it is, you don't know what they're gonna order. All you know is that they don't order family meals, they order a combo for like one person. And they come in and you're supposed to treat them how any customer is supposed to be treated. So, hi, how are you? How can I help you? What can I get for you today? Waits for a response. Would you like that combo? And then once they're done ordering, oh, would you like to try one of our new smoothies or whatever? And then if they say yes or no, you write it in. And then you're like, okay, well, how was your day? So on and so forth. And once you give them your receipt, you're like, okay, well, thank you, have a good day. And then you take the next customer. This is a little time consuming for the fact that on rush hour, you don't have that much time to be telling everyone this, but you still have to do it because, I mean, you don't know who the secret shopper is and you want to get a good grade on it. So you don't want to deal with like having to pass with a C on secret shopper and then you get in trouble. The health department. The health department is a person who comes in once a month and they check if you're doing everything right. So from checking labels and times, temperatures, where the food is, where the chemicals are, if everything's stored correctly, if you're washing the dishes correctly, if the dishwater is the right consistency of chemicals, and if everything is done right, like if you're washing your hands often, if you're washing them for the 20 seconds you're supposed to, if you're washing it and then you're putting hand sanitizer like you're supposed to, the lady or man checks for everything. Company inspection is a man or woman who comes in for 4 hours, for us 4 hours, and they check everything that you're doing right. So it's like the health inspection, but they also check on like if you're treating, like how you're talking to the customer and how you're taking orders, and if you're upselling, and they also take notes on that. Like they take notes on everything everyone's doing. They go check the bathrooms, if you have toilet paper or not, if it's clean or if it's dirty, and like the fountains, the tables, if everything's supposed to be in order. And that's for 4 hours, and after the 4 hours they'll go to the manager and they talk to them for a while and they tell them everything everyone did right or wrong, and you get rated for that. So if you do good, your manager should be in a good mood, and if you do bad, the manager's always in a bad mood. Customer is always right. That's a rule that I'm pretty sure most fast food restaurants have, and it's a horrible rule. So why? Because the customer is not always right, but you can't argue with the customer because they're always right. Even though sometimes the manager, he'll yell at me. Like one time, a lot of times, someone forgets their drink like after I give it to them, and I come back and they're like, oh, you didn't give me my drink. And I'm just like, oh yeah, that's right there, I left it. I gave it to you, but you left it. Literally, they didn't get their drink. That's how it works. They did or they didn't. And my manager will pull me out and he'll be like, what did I tell you about arguing with them, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I wasn't arguing with them, but the customer's always right. So literally, yeah, they didn't get their drink. The complaints. So if you complain, it depends what it is and how many complaints you get through a day. Like if I was to get a lot of complaints from many people for that day, you get a write-up. For write-ups, It's 2 depending on register. So if I was missing money or if I had too much money, you get 2 write-ups and you're fired. And it's 3 for us just if it's a complaint or if you mess something up or the managers just mad at you and they want to write you up. It's 3, and they bring you around every 6 months, I think. The money, like being cashier, register, drive-thru, or in lobby, it's kind of tough because if you have too much money or too little money, you get in trouble for it. So either way, if I'm giving you too much money by accident, and you saw and you know, please be a little truthful, because you get in trouble for that. And I know it's tempting to take money and just like, ooh, an extra dollar bill, but in the end it adds up to like me missing $5 or more, and then I get a write-up for that, and it's just horrible. Closing lobby is a lot tougher than closing drive-thru for us. Closing lobby, our lobby closes at 10, and we're supposed to have everything done by 10:30 so we can go home. And for drive-thru, we close at 11, and everything's supposed to be done by 11:30. For lobby, it doesn't tend to be that way. I don't finish until about 10:45, but the thing that takes the most is usually mopping. What do we have to do for closing lobby? You have to sweep, you have to mop, clean all the tables, all the chairs, take out all the trash cans, clean if you have mats, you clean those and you put them aside, and then you put them out till like the next day. And for the fountains, you have to clean the fountains thoroughly, take out all the caps, wash them, and you have to wash the bathrooms too. For a drive-thru, you clean like the line, you clean all the food, you take it out, you restock everything, you sweep. It's really tough to cook, so it's a lot of work. You usually don't finish in that 30 minutes that you're expected to. Usually the thing that takes the most for lobby is mopping, so if anything for that, they'll just be like, oh, go home, I'll mop. Usually that's how it goes for me for the shift leaders, which is fine. I don't like mopping anyways. And another thing that sucks is when you run out of things, especially if it's something really popular. That's really hard to deal with because people always like getting what they like, and if you don't have, let's say you ran out of fries, what do you mean you ran out of fries? Like, I'm sorry, we don't have fries today, would you like something else, so on and so forth. So it's kind of hard to deal with those kinds of things. We don't get new stuff until the next day, or one of the shift leaders has to go to another store and get that, and it's a little chaotic. Some people freak out really badly. Another thing is lazy coworkers. Luckily, where I work, there's no lazy coworkers. All my coworkers are really hardworking. They clean everything, and they do everything they're supposed to. But for other places, like where my cousin works, she's always complaining that the girl didn't wash the bathroom, so she had to finish that for her, and so on and so forth. So sometimes you gotta deal with those kinds of people. Like, you're getting paid to do your job and you're not doing it. You should probably talk to your manager about that. I mean, I never had to deal with anything like that. Another thing, when in like one state they have a different item than you do. So let's say we don't have ice cream where I work, but in the ones in California they have ice cream. So when someone from California decides to go to Las Vegas and they're like, oh, I want an ice cream cone, and you're just like, we don't sell ice cream here. And they'll be like, what do you mean you don't sell ice cream here in California? They sell ice cream. And you're just like, well, we're not California. I don't know why companies do that. That's really annoying. Like, if you're gonna sell an item, sell it everywhere. I'm pretty sure you can get ice cream anywhere. So I don't know. But anyways, these are just some of the things that I and my friends could think about. If you guys have anything else, let me know. I'll make a video about the customers and what they do next time. And thank you.